9 life-saving rules that Versys follows. Versys' commitment to the 9 life-saving rules. The life-saving rules for oil and gas industry were developed to highlight the high-risk activities that are part of the work we do every day and emphasize the importance of the following risk control measures we have in place to manage them. By standardizing the life-saving rules, it enables us to better transfer knowledge, experience, and lessons learned, increases individual awareness, ownership of critical safeguards that prevent fatalities, is a step towards an industry-wide safety language, improves clarity and allows consistent use by contractors and operators doing similar work across the world. Versys is committed to adherence to the life-saving rules and understand they are not optional and will be enforced and followed by all management, supervisors, workers, and contractors. Adherence to the life-saving rules is not optional and is a condition of employment. Personnel knowingly violating a life-saving rule will be subjected to disciplinary action up to and including termination of employment or removal from the work site. Bypassing safety control. Life-saving rule 1. Obtain authorization before overriding or disabling safety control. I understand and use safety critical equipment and procedures which apply to my task. I obtain authorization before disabling or overriding safety equipment, deviating from procedures, and crossing a barrier. Confined space. Life-saving rule 2. Obtain authorization before entering a confined space. I confirm energy sources are isolated. I confirm the atmosphere has been tested and is monitored. I check and use my breathing apparatus when required. I confirm there is an attendant standing by. I confirm a rescue plan is in place. I obtain authorization to enter. Driving. Life-saving rule number 3. Follow safe driving rules. I always wear a seatbelt. I do not exceed the speed limit and reduce my speed for road conditions. I do not use phones or operate devices while driving. I am fit, rested, and fully alert while driving. I follow journey management requirements. Energy isolation. Verify isolation and zero energy before work begins. I have identified all energy sources. I confirm that hazardous energy sources have been isolated, locked, and tagged. I have checked there is zero energy and tested for residual or stored energy. Hot work. Control flammables and ignition sources. I identify and control ignition sources. Before starting any hot work, I confirm flammable material has been removed or isolated. I obtain authorization. Before starting hot work in a hazardous area, I confirm a gas test has been completed and gas will be monitored continually. Line of fire. Keep yourself and others out of the line of fire. I position myself to avoid moving objects, vehicles, pressure releases, dropped objects. I establish and obey barriers and exclusion zones. I take action to secure loose objects and report potential dropped objects. Safe mechanical lifting. Plan lifting operations and control the area. I confirm that the equipment and load have been inspected and are fit for purpose. I only operate equipment that I am qualified to use. I establish and obey barriers and exclusion zones. I never walk under a suspended load. Work authorization. Work with a valid permit when required. I have confirmed if a permit is required. I am authorized to perform the work. I understand the permit. I have confirmed that hazards are controlled and it is safe to start. I stop and reassess if conditions change. Working at heights. Protect yourself against a fall when working at height. Inspect my fall protection equipment before use. I secure tools and work materials to prevent dropped objects. I tie off 100% to approved anchor points while outside a protected area.